started there and then ran through mid to try and pick up as many 3 points as possible early on. So I feel like it's definitely better to try and start in a more quiet area, looking to get
ready. Go.
early pack lead.
So don't worry about getting those initial dings off the start of the game.
Yeah.
Wait until everyone's had their first shots and then come and clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a lot of action.
Actually, maybe even in blue
mid-area.
base.
Yeah.
Seems to be a bit of action there. So we'll
Between
just
green and blue, I think.
hang in the bases a little bit because I think this is where we can see most of the action. It's interesting, you know, the habits from team games of players sweeping in through those doors.
Yeah, I feel like people are just so used to trying to dive people out that instead of starting in the base, they start outside and go in.
Cool Beans off to a very good start. So is Dari. Karen. Looking at this game, who are you feeling? I mean, Sega's in there. Surely looking to do good in this one.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he starts to do a lot better than he is now.
Only a minute and a half. He's got time.
Yeah. Karen, I feel like if he can find a good place to post up, or if he keeps running around and finding them pack points, I feel like he could. Well.
Yep.
Maybe Cool Beans and they have a chance.
I feel a little bit of a dark here is Bodizzle. First year player, but has put in a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So I feel maybe a dark horse. I'd like to see Bodizzle do well. But also Wolfie. You know, again, one of those players that I feel flows under the radar, but is quite a good solos player. Who else?
Probably busiest game for Blue so far.
I might just pop over to the arena cams because it was a bit quiet in bases.
Yeah. Couple players out around mid and towards red base.
Dari doing very well on a bit of a streak there.
Yeah, Dari has really good timing, I found, against them. I believe that they are on a lot of fantasy teams. So I reckon there's going to be a lot of people rooting for them.
Yep. But yeah, I feel like we played against our Bears a fair bit in training, and certainly a player that gave us a few headaches. So good to see them doing well. Cool Beans, after a strong start, has slowed down just a little bit. Danufa and Mikey, you know, with a bit more experience in the top tier as well as Dossie, maybe looking to, you know, make sure they're in that top 5. And I feel like we would like to see Whippet. I've said half the people in here would like to be in the top 5, but that's more than 5 players.
Everybody's competing to get up there.
Mikey and Dossie at the moment, both on fire.
Yellow Termination, Fulcrum there around that mid area.
Okay. Massive shout out to the refs who are volunteering to go in and adjudicate these games. The games can't start without them, so thank you to everyone that's been reffing. Cool Beans, you know, he's trying to prove me wrong.
Clawing his way back up.
So with about 3 minutes left, so over halfway, Feel like the top 4 to 5 would like to
Member
solidify
leveled
themselves
up.
here.
Well done.
Mikey, well, with a strong tag ratio, in second place at the moment.
Sega, unfortunately, having a bit of a rough one.
Member leveled up.
Might
Well
just change
done.
back to the base cams. So again, we're seeing a bit of play happening in blue this game. What is it? Green. They're all just on the other side of the panel from all of the cameras at the moment.
I reckon this is looking a lot better, and there isn't just one player in
Member
there
leveled
being able
up.
to get
Well
a
done.
bunch of tags from the outside. There's a lot of trying to compete for base at the moment.
Yep. Mikey up into first. Mikey and Danufa
Member leveled
both
up.
above 4,000.
Well done.
So pulling
Well done.
ahead a little bit on third.
Member leveled up.
Red really
Well
fly
done.
at this game. A lot of the action going towards green and blue. Bit on special.
Yeah, I feel like everyone that would be in red is pushed towards green at the moment, and blue surprisingly busy. There is a lot happening at blue.
Yeah.
Member leveled up. Member leveled up.
Maybe it
Well
just happens
done.
that you've got a pack of players that are just moving and they find themselves fighting in and around blue base.
Yeah, just everybody trying to look for where the most players are and all shuffling their way over that base.
But Mikey having a really good game. So on 40 tags already and with the highest tag ratio, solid game at the moment. Although not that
Member
much
leveled
difference
up.
to Danufa
Well
now.
done.
Yeah. Dead even at the moment.
Yep. I've put the curse on Brodizzle.
Member leveled up.
He's
Well
languishing in
done.
16th with less than a minute left.
Still being dropped. Still with a pretty good score, but just lose way.
Well, maybe someone can correct me. I think it's average score as well for Repicharge. So it doesn't matter if you're not high up in your game, just so long as
Member leveled up.
in your game
Well
you
done.
scored well.
Yeah.
But Danufa closing in on 6,000 points. 20 seconds, I believe. I believe in
Dari doing really well.
very solid.
High chain tag with 5 and tag streak
Member leveled
7.
up. Well done.
Seems like gotten those good runs. They're able to keep their pack up.
And
Game over.
end of
Please
game.
proceed to exit.
Big kerfuffle up. Right.
So Danufa with a very strong game, almost 6,500. 153 tag ratio as well. I think Polchrome has a new record for at least while I've been watching for distance run.
It doesn't seem like he was having too much there. Just low tag ratio, getting it highest DX streak. Possibly couldn't find a good place where he was getting enough things to be able to last.
Well, how much does that play on your mind when you get that term, particularly if it's early game?
Well, it's really hard. Even just a yellow 500 points could mean a lot for sure. So knowing that you've got that, and if you feel like you're not doing well on the pack, then you could be getting pretty concerned.